Hello guys, Sarah here and welcome to the channel. Today I'll be going to explain you a 2006 movie called Cashback. The movie starts with a boy named Ben. He recently broke up with his girlfriend, Suzy. Scene then shifts to 1 week later, where we see Suzy had moved on and got a new boyfriend, while Ben was still not over from their relationship. Seeing Suzy kiss her new boyfriend, Ben feels sad, so his friend, Sharon, comes to console him, and then tells him to move on and get a new girlfriend, due to which Suzy will feel jealous, and eventually she will get back with him, but Ben doesn't agree with Sharon's advice. Scene shifts and we see Ben was an aspiring artist, but he was really depressed from the breakup. So he calls his girlfriend to get back with her again, but she denies, and tells that she is happy with her new boyfriend. After that Ben goes to sleep, but he is unable to fall asleep. Many days pass and he was still not able to fall asleep. Ben realizes that he is suffering from insomnia. He tries to pass his time by watching movies and reading books, but as many nights pass without sleeping, he feels bored. One day while shopping in a supermarket, he finds about a part-time job at night. Ben accepts the job. At job Ben develops a mutual crush with Shannon. Shannon didn't like her job, and she never used to see time because she felt if she doesn't watch the time will pass faster. While his colleague Matt and Barry used to do fun things to pass the time, but Ben used to imagine things. He imagines that he can stop time so that he can walk around in a world that is paused. He imagines female customers of the supermarket stopped in time, allowing him to undress and draw them. One day his imagination finally becomes reality and he was able to stop the time. Later we see a flashback scene, where we see young Ben sees a naked girl walk up to the shower, and from then he considered female body to be the most amazing thing in the world, and in present he liked painting the sketches of naked women. He freezes the time and then undresses them and paints their sketches, and after the painting is done, he dresses them. And when he cracked his finger the time starts again. In another flashback, the young Ben and his best friend Sean share Sean's discovery of his parents' adult magazines, and Sean pays a neighborhood girl named Natalie 50 pence to show him her private parts. In the present we see Matt was taking Sharon on a movie date, but Ben had crush on Sharon, and then Matt tells him they will get intimate after the movie, due to which Ben feels sad. Ben thought that whoever he loved was getting away from him. Again we see flashback scene of young Ben. He liked a classmate. One day she fractured her hand, and every student were drawing graffiti on the cast. She approaches Ben and tells him to sign on the cast. One day when she removed her cast, we see her hands were filled with hair, and every student was making fun of her, except Ben. Ben tries to console her, and tells her that she is beautiful the way she is. The girl tells her to meet in the backside of the school. So next day Ben goes to meet with her, but she doesn't come. Next day Ben finds out that she had moved to another town. In the present, Matt tells of his experience of last night, and tells them that him and Shannon got intimate last night. Suddenly their manager comes and tells that they will be playing football against his old friend team. Scene shift and we see Ben and other store employees goes to play football. The opponent team scores 26 goals while they are unable to score any. Now only a minute was left on the clock. The manager tells them to score at least 1 goal. When Matt was about to kick the ball, Ben stops the times, and then drink juice. This time he discovers that he is not alone when he sees a mysterious stranger who is able to move inside the frozen world. Ben then cracks the finger and starts the time again. When the time starts again, we see Matt kicks the ball, which hits the manager nose, and it starts to bleed. So Matt takes the manager to the hospital and he tells Ben to drop Sharon to her house. Ben takes Sharon for a coffee and asks if whether she and Matt are dating, to which Sharon denies, and tell that they are just friend. On hearing that, Ben gets happy because he realizes that Matt was telling lie about spending night with her. Then they both share their dreams. Sharon tells that she wants to work in a traveling company so that she can travel round the world and wants to settle in South America, while Ben tells that he wants to see his painting showcased in an art exhibition. Later Ben drops Sharon to her house. They were about to kiss, but gets hesitant. Scene shifts and we see the manager tells Sharon that he is throwing a party for his birthday, and tells that all the employees are invited. Sharon asks Ben to be her date, to which he eagerly but nervously agrees. He then calls all the male employees to his office, and tells that they all are invited to the party, and then tells Ben to bring a stripper to the party. Ben takes help of his friend Sean to find stripper. They visit a stripper club. Scene shift and we see Ben freezes the time and used to draw many painting of Sharon on daily basis. Till now he had painted more than 100 painting of Sharon. Scene shifts and we see Ben and Sharon shares a kiss, and later we see after so many months Ben was finally able to fall asleep. Scene shift to the party night. Ben goes to pick Sharon. Later they together go to the party. In the party, Ben encounters Natalie, who is now a stripper, as well as his ex-girlfriend Suzy. Ben finds that his boss were friend with Suzy's boyfriend, so he invited her to party. Suzy apologizes to Ben for leaving him, and tells him that he was the perfect guy for her, and also tells him to get back together, and then forcefully kisses him. But Sharon witnesses from afar and then angrily leaves the party. Ben realizes that Sharon had seen the kiss, so he freezes the time. After spending several days frozen, Ben concludes that although he can stop time, he cannot reverse it to correct the mistake. He eventually seeks to explain himself to Sharon at her apartment, but she doesn't listen to her and shuts the door. Sharon also doesn't show up to work at the supermarket. And now again Ben was unable to fall asleep and was suffering from insomnia. Scene shifts and we see Ben receives a call. The caller tells that he is the manager of an art gallery and he liked Ben's art and wants to showcase his art in the gallery. He also tells that he has scheduled an appointment for Ben to present more of his art. On hearing that, Ben gets happy. But we see the call was from his colleague Matt and Barry, who were pranking him. Ben pays the visit to the art gallery thinking that they called him, but the manager tells that they never called him or scheduled an appointment. Ben finds out that he had been pranked, but the manager still tells him to show some of his painting. The manager liked the paintings of Ben, and tells him that he will showcase his painting in the upcoming art event. Ben gets happy on hearing that. Scene shift to next day. Sharon receives an invitation for the art event. Scene shifts and we see Ben drawing were being exhibit in the gallery, and everyone was liking them. Ben meets a lady who introduces herself as Anna. She owned an art gallery in New York, and was impressed by Ben's painting, and tells him that she can provide a great opportunity. On the other hand, Sharon also arrives at the art exhibition. Anna asks to Ben about what he wants to do in future, to which he says that he wants to travel South America and draw paintings. Scene shift to Sharon. She notices that all the paintings were of her face, and realizes how much Ben loves her. Ben apologizes to Sharon for the party night. Ben asks to Sharon for not coming at her job, to which she replies that she got a job at a travel company. He also asks her if she trusts him, to which she says yes. Ben then tells to close her eyes, and then kisses her. Ben then stops the time, but this time, Sharon was also able to move. Later the two step outside into a time-frozen snowfall, and then share a kiss, and the movie ends on a happy note.